All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
First NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's hard to believe. But I'm ready. Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong. Do my best to represent Harlem.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports. And the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Jordan.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor, and Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
The Kings trail by 10. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. And that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Jordan.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And that one's good by Pierce.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it all hype, or will it be reality? We're about to find out, along with the fans in the stadium and the people watching at home.
And you can feel the excitement in here today, guys. I mean, anytime you add a player of his caliber, it is going to be a huge lift for your team.
They grab their own miss. Lets the three fly. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. The Kings trail by 8. Pauly Stein passes to Jordan. The kick out to Collison. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Jordan. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Crawford, no luck. The Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And a wide open look for Jordan against Sacramento.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
Down low and stolen by Cauley Stein. Shot from 12. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from the new group on the floor for the Kings. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Pierce comes in for Jeff Green. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Time now for an injury report.
He said he really bruised his hip out there, and while there's a lot of pain involved, he doesn't see any significant bone or joint damage. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Jordan in at point guard. Kufis out there with Cauley Stein. And there's Collison. And it's Caspi in at the small forward. That's the five out there for the Kings. Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
Sacramento again missing. Collison against Pierce. To the middle. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Pierce. Rivers has got his first 2 points of the night. The Kings trail by 6. Jordan dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Jordan. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Griffin, and he lays it straight in. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jordan against Rivers. Caspi passes to Collison. Inside, it's tipped. Pocket 6. Here's Jordan. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 8 points.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Rivers dishes to Griffin. The kick out to Pierce. Jacks up a 3. Here's Jordan. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so that's the end of the first. Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Acey. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Jordan in for Rajon Rondo. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green is out there with Pierce. Then there's Cole Aldridge. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Crawford at the 2.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Gay. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. The baseline J. Rivers can't get it to go.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Jordan with it, and it's Aldridge picking him up. Here's Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Right wing. Collison off the pick from Jordan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving.
And some changes here for the Kings. Butler, he's checked in for Gay. Then McLemore comes in for Darren Collison. And it's Jordan in for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Cole Aldridge. And Paul subbed in for Jeff Green. Jordan, he's in at point guard. Caron Butler is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Koufos, and it's McLemore in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Kicks it out to Paul. Wide open look. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim. Pulls it up. It's Butler that time on the assist. By Koufos. Right side, Griffin. Jordan at the elbow. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
No, it really was. And Kevin, when this one...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Blake Griffin. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
Is there anyone in the NBA who's more straight up?
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just